Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition, where we have been playing through the game with the VSS Irregularity, a slug cruiser Type A, in fact, as a result of Ranel's randomized player ship mods, the Ranstrel? And it is pretty interesting. We have gotten ourselves about halfway across the galaxy so far, and our ship is pretty darn powerful now. We found some pretty fun things to bolster our strengths and make ourselves a lot more dangerous on the field of battle. And we have now made ourselves to a Zoltan homeworld. However, when we do make it to the end, things are going to be even nastier there, because we've acquired another mod, again by Ranel, which is a mod which randomizes the enemy flagship, and I have no idea what that's going to involve, but it's going to be exciting when we get there, I'm sure. So, let us get moving. We're in the enemy homeworlds now, Zoltan homeworlds to be precise. There's a store right beside us, which we may want to go to for the potential of buying fancy pants weapons and gear, but I'm not sure if we want to go straight there, so we might check out these two nebula beacons, then hop over here and work our way through here to get the most potential benefit out of the sector. Of course, this does mean that all of these jumps are unlikely to be a homeworlds event, because they're in nebulae, but we're going to do them anyway. And turns out there's nothing at the first beacon. Cool. Is there anything at the second beacon? Why, yes there is. We jump into a calmer part of the nebula, however a relief fades as a rebel scout jumps to the beacon and moves into attack. Alright, so that's a lot of madness, and they've mind-controlled us. So, Ares is going to start trying to trash our engines. Not too worried about that, but losing the dodge chance on those missiles is going to be annoying. We've got our weapons just about powered up here, though, so let's try and knock out that weapon system. There's a hit, at least. We took a hit in the shields, which isn't great. We're about to lose a level of engines, because I wasn't quick enough in getting somebody in there to stop them. But we should be fine still overall. The odds of them doing a lot of damage here before we can take them down is low, especially if we get lucky dodges like that again. However, if we miss all of our shots like we just did, then we're going to be in trouble. Thankfully, we got enough through to be able to hit them at least a little bit. And there's some more damage, but we'll live. We'll live. Alright, prepare more shots. We gotta take those missile launchers down. All we've been hitting with is the heavy laser, so I'm glad we've got so many shots, otherwise this would not be a very successful endeavor. And we'll try one more time. This time we're gonna aim over at the shields. All they've got left is the ion bomb. Fired those in the wrong order, unfortunately, so only one of the normal lasers hit this time. You need to stop mind-controlling us, but I need to be able to get your defenses down so I can actually hurt you. Fire, fire, and fire. Really? Really? 3 out of 5 shots missed? I suppose they probably do have close to 40% evasion or higher. Oh my goodness, our evasion is atrocious. Alright, so they're trying to murder our combat mantises now, which isn't great. I'd love if we could just hit them, you know? That'd be real nice. Nope, never mind. Alright, Atreyu, get in there and stop him from breaking our system, please. Thank you. Alright, can we actually damage these guys at all? There we go. Finally, the auto-surveyor is taken down. Ship explodes, even behind 3 fuel, 1 missile, and 47 scrap. That ship did way more damage than it had any right to. With 176 scrap, we have a bunch of options on what we spend money on. We're about to be going to a store, so I shouldn't waste any first. Let's check the store out and see what they're going to offer us. Upon arrival, a human ship hails.
My friends, please, there is nothing I don't have, and there is nothing worth wanting that I can't get. Why not take a look around my shop?
Zoltan shield bypass, backup DNA bank, explosive replicator, all interesting things. Drone control, backup battery and hacking, interesting as well. Hull beam, charge ion, and Pegasus missiles, all interesting things as well. We've got a good amount of money to spend if we want to buy some fancy pants items. I might go for a drone control just to get us the ability to protect ourselves from missiles, because as it stands, we don't really have that. I'm going to sell the small bomb for sure. I could still sell the FTL recharge booster as well if I want to buy one of these items. A Zoltan shield bypass could be nice for teleporting past them. Backup DNA bank might also be a good idea. So I think we're going to sell the FTL recharge booster and we'll grab the backup DNA bank, just to make sure that even if things go horribly wrong, we don't lose our crew as a result of using the clone bay instead of a med bay. So just to be on the safe side, we'll grab one of those suckers. Now, as far as anything else goes, I'm thinking that drone control is likely to be more useful to us than hacking. But it's hard to say for sure, because hacking is a real strong system. Then again, with both of these, we have almost no drone parts, because we've given them away earlier, so it's not a good idea. We're going to grab the backup battery, because it's basically free power, and we've got plenty of cash to spend on it. I could grab another crew. Grabbing Lauren here and NG might not be a bad idea for extra repair team crew. But as it stands, I'm not really sure what I want to grab. I think we're basically deciding between these two systems, but I don't think I want to buy either of them right now. I'm going to pass on these for the time being. And instead, I'm going to be powering up my systems to make my ship hopefully a little bit more survivable. If we grab ourselves some ship upgrades here, and specifically get ourselves the upgraded doors, helm, teleporter, and power, that will make us a lot more survivable. So, let's not worry about additional systems for the time being. There was nothing super necessary in there beyond the backup battery, which is basically free power. Here we jump into a debris field that used to be a Zoltan cruiser. Unfortunately, its NG escort takes us for the attacker and retaliates, refusing all hails. Look at that drone selection. Holy cow. Alright, well, we're gonna head over there and start murdering some NG because they've got no medical facility, so we might as well. They've hacked our clone bay, which isn't great, but thankfully, since these are NG, the odds of them actually being able to kill us is basically 0. We're gonna spam some lasers at them, just so that we can get the experience for our gunner. Not actually trying to hurt them at all, just trying to shoot lots of guns. Because these guys are going to be dead long before anything could possibly go wrong here. And there we go. There are no more life signs remaining on the ship, so we stripped it of useful materials, getting 2 missiles, a drone part, and 52 scrap metal. Fantastic. Alright guys, get you off there. That worked out just fine. Put a bit of power back in there, and we'll be ready to move on, no problem. We do want to try and level up Alex's gunning skill, although they're already almost at gold level, which is awesome. So, let's keep moving, gather some more experience, and hopefully find where the Zoltan Homeworld's quest lies. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place of a terrified rock crew taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. They don't seem prepared to risk our leaving with their coordinates and open fire. Alright, Flak 2, that's potentially dangerous, and an ion blast, heavy ion rather. Not quite as dangerous. Now there are a lot of rock men on there, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to focus fire them in the weapons, anti-biobeam them a little bit, knock down their medbay if we can, then try and board them. Because they're all in a line, so we should be able to do a lot of damage if we can get in there with a good anti-biobeam. So next shot we're going to fire is into the medbay. Fire, 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 and we missed. There's the flak. Ooh, there's a bit of damage. Alright, not much we can do about that right now anyway. They're all grouped up though, all we have to do is hit them and we'll be able to do a good amount of damage to them. Fire the burst laser, fire the charge laser, fire the heavy laser, and we just barely got enough to get the anti-biobeam in there, but it's going to get immediately blocked because they got 3 levels of shield, so we can't actually get the beam through fast enough with all these slow-firing projectiles. This is not a good position to be in. Let's try and knock those weapons off again. The misses are too strong right now. Alright, there's the flak offline. Thankfully, it looks like all those actually missed us. I'm not sure if we did take a single point of damage or not there, but it didn't look like we took too much. Alright, so we're going to fire, 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 and we're going to anti-biobeam right through here. And we're going to board them. Alright, boys, get in there. Our Mantis should be able to handle this now. We should be able to keep the weapons locked down if we keep firing on them. There we go. They want to surrender, but we don't accept their offer. We move to continue killing them. They now have no weapons at all, and they're trying to put a fire in the weapon room. That sounds good to me. We'll be able to easily kill off these rock men, using all of our weapons in concert, just like we planned. Let's get in here and murder these systems. That should get Mallet hopefully a little bit more experience, so he can level himself up. We do want to be careful, so if we kill the ship outright, then we're going to be in trouble. But I think we're just going to move into the weapons now and kill this remaining rock man. Shouldn't be too difficult for us. There we go. With the crew dead, we take their 4 fuel out of storage, and we also take 50 scrap as well. Awesome. Alright, let's bring them back home again. Also, I should probably have fixed this by now, so let's go in and fix our damaged sensors. So once we're out of the nebula again, we'll be able to see what's going on in the area. And get her all fixed up and send our crew back to stations. There we go. Alright. So, 133 scrap on hand. There's a distress beacon. Let's go check it out and see what they want. The distress signal is coming from a small space station orbiting an uninhabited planet. Their satellite defense system has gone haywire, and their repair crew can't approach without being fired on. They're looking for help to fix or disable it, and we promise to help these guys as well. However, unlike previously, we now have an NG crew, so we can remotely repair their targeting systems. Our crew member is able to remotely fix the glitch in the defense AI, allowing the repair crew to close in and finish the job. The station gives us its thanks, along with a reward of 1 fuel, 1 drone part, and 56 more scrap metal. Very nice. 61, in fact, as a result of our scrap recovery arm. With 194 scrap on hand, we've got a lot of cash to burn, and I think we're going to put some into some of our other survival-related systems, just to make sure we don't have any issues later on down the line. We're also going to pump some more power into our engines, I think, or maybe save up and grab another level of shields. Either of those could be certainly useful to us. As would improved doors again, as improved doors are a great way of controlling your own ship, especially when there's a lot of enemies around. But I think what we're going to do right now, though, is we're going to jump into this nebula, then head out around this way and work our way over to the exit. So, one more nebula jump couldn't possibly go wrong, could it? Inside this nebula, we detect a rogue planet drifting through space. On its surface, a huge monolith, visible at this distance even to the naked eye. A Zoltan Elder hails us from the planet.
Through luck or intent, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look into its depths and receive your just deserts.
Well, this is a dangerous event, but we're going to pull in closer and hope nobody de-ages into nothing. Well, that's not good. As we approach, a kaleidoscope of colors fills the view screen, and one of our crew begins to age rapidly in reverse, eventually disappearing into nothingness. Let's hope they've transcended physical existence and not just been forced out of it. We check our cloning bay, but it lies dormant. Whatever just happened to our crew member must be reversible. That was literally the only one of like 7 possible options that could possibly be bad for us. So that's really annoying. Really annoying, because literally any other result would have been good for us. Anything else. So that sucks. Let's keep moving. I'm sorry you're gone, Mallet. You will be missed. Another unmanned ship patrols this area. We prepare our ship for combat in Mallet's absence. Alright, fire drone, Artemis missiles, and heavy laser. We should be able to handle this. Save positions. And let's fire on the weapon system. And they knocked out our helm, but thankfully we knocked out their missiles. Alright, Philip, repair that thing, and let's get back in here. That is definitely a frustrating event, just because of the fact that there are so many ways in which it can go just wrong enough. It's almost always worth trying for, though, because the good options are really quite nice. And we just can't hit these guys. I guess I should be aiming for the helm now, since they do have their missile weapon already offline, and if we can hit them in the helm, they won't be able to dodge anymore. There we go. And we set them on fire, too, which is always fun. So now their evasion is gone, we'll aim a shot in their shields to try and make sure that they won't be able to defend themselves quite so well anymore. There we go, and more fires. Wow, that heavy laser is doing serious work right now. Does it do fire damage? Nah, not this time. It's always unlikely that fire damage is going to happen. We just maxed out our weapon skill and destroyed this auto-assault. Nicely done, Alex. Ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, giving us 3 fuel, 1 drone part, and 43 scrap. Now, we do still have Vivimord with some combat experience, who will probably send in to assist Atreyu if we do decide to do boarding again. But it does suck to not have the full Double Mantis crew anymore, just because of a twist of fate. We can go up to level 4 shields, and unless there's a store nearby, which there is not, we're going to do just that, because we can use our backup power to get that shield in an emergency if we need to. Now, this wave of rebels is approaching, but we should be able to get a couple more jumps in this sector. Hopefully we find what we need. This must be one of the rebels' unmanned scout ships. Looks like there's no way around a fight. Alright. That's how you want to do it. Unlock the auto-fire. You guys stand no chance. Make your time. Don't care how good your evasion is. You're not getting through this. Small bomb directly in the shields, of course, because of course that's where it would go. Let's keep firing weapons, though, and these guys will be down in no time. There we go. Out of everything else that might keep them alive, let's knock out them completely. Goodbye, Auto-Surveyor, you tried. Ship explodes, giving us 2 missiles, a drone part, and 31 scrap. Gotta love those shieldless enemies. You just gotta love them. The other nice thing about upgrading our clone bay here is that it does get us additional healing per jump, which is nice. Getting 16 health back every jump is a lot better than only getting 8. Now, I'm not sure what else we want to grab here. We're going to hold on to our money for a little while. We don't have enough to buy anything else anyway, but I'm interested to see what we get offered in the future. Let's go check out this distress beacon, see what's over here, and we'll work our way over to the exit and see if we get lucky and can find the Zoltan event. We arrive to find a lumbering Zoltan freighter with no one at the helm. It's a mystery what happened to the crew, but it'd be a shame to let the opportunity go to waste. Got 2 missiles, a drone part, and 53 scrap. Alright, that's good. How many jumps do we have left? Probably 3, so we can go 1, 2, and then out. Let's take a look around then. The Mantis outcasts sometimes make the mistake of taking the Zoltan for easy game. A scout moves into attack while a boarding party beams aboard from a nearby transport. Intruders are on board. Hello, Mantises. Alright, Atreyu, you're gonna come in here and deal with these guys. They just boarded us with more Mantises. I see how it is. Alright, let's turn off the O2 completely. Start suffocating these guys. I'm going to send you over this way to get on the door, Ares. They've got mostly irrelevant weapons. It's just going to be the massive boarding party. And this thing, if we do not kill the clone bay before we start to murder these guys, they are actually going to... Oh, I didn't open this door. That was dumb of me. They are actually going to be able to clone back all of the people that they have just spawned onto us. So we're going to need to destroy that clone bay before these guys die. So that's going to be a thing that needs to happen. Let's make sure we vent this out faster, because they're going to be destroying our engines otherwise. There we go. They did destroy this door, unfortunately, though, so I'm going to have to bail out of the shields most likely, because I'm not going to be able to stop the air from draining. These guys should mostly suffocate as they try and get to us. Let's try and knock out this system. We're going to quickly power up the shields to max level so we can put all the power we need in there. Got a little bit of extra power anyway, so it turns out I didn't need to do that, but whatever. That is 1 dead mantis, and that is a good dead mantis. Any dead mantis is a good dead mantis. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get through into the systems enough to do any real damage. Alright, keep moving there, friend. They are now trying to break our O2 system, which is not good, which is why I'm glad I upgraded it. Turns out they didn't get it anyway, though, so that's fine by me. Mantis are still running rampant through the ship, so we're just going to close some doors in their way to make it harder for them to get around. We're also going to lock down parts of the ship which they cannot access anymore and start returning air to them. Alright, laser charge is ready. We're going to fire on the clone bay again, because like I said, the last thing we want is to let them regenerate that thing. Looks like we can somehow hit that despite not being out of the ship, which is weird. I forgot how quickly the oxygen regenerated when you had the level 2 O2 on. Thankfully, we'll be able to easily fight them off in there, so that's not going to be a problem. Alright, they've teleported back home. At least one of them has, which is fine by me. The other 2 are about to suffocate, and we should be able to turn off their clone bay again now. Never mind, we just cannot aim anything. Nor can I do anything else to stop them. They may get a whole bunch more crew in a second, which would not be good. Alright, let's turn the O2 back on. Ares, get back in there. We're going to move our crew back around to their original positions, get people back on the correct stations, so we can take advantage of our various skills. But yeah, these guys are going to be cloned back soon, which I do not like the sound of. So let's make sure they can't. They just boarded us with their NG, though, which I'm entirely okay with. Atreyu, go murder that NG for me. Thank you. Alright, so they've got 2 Mantis on board with not a lot of health left. We should be able to take these guys out without too much risk to ourselves. What we're going to do next, though, is we're going to knock out their weapons, and then we're going to go board them. Never mind, we're not going to do that at all. Alright, boarding party at the ready. Get over there, and we just took a hit in the radar, of course, but we'll be fine, hopefully. They do have us now in the dangerous stage, though, where they can bypass our shields with a chain ion, because we've waited too long. There we go. Nope, I didn't knock out what I wanted. We're actually still at risk here, unfortunately. Thankfully, they can't keep chaining the effect, though. So let's teleport quickly into here, murder this weakened Mantis. Then quickly move into here, murder this other Mantis in the fire. Why not? Get additional damage on him. We're taking damage every time this thing charges up, but they're going to be dead soon anyway, so I'm not too worried. And there the fire goes. Perfect. Goodbye, Mantis. Jeez. Now their ship has been emptied of hostiles, we search it, finding a prisoner who offers to join our crew. We have 26 scrap, and Nick Me the human. Welcome aboard, Nickme. Alright, Nickme, you're going to take over radar duties for now. We're going to teleport our good friends back aboard our ship, go quickly do some repairs here in the shields, so that we don't have any unnecessary damage moving forwards, and we'll get ready to keep going. Oh boy. Emergency repairs, everyone's favorite. Alright, Atreyu, back over to your station. We're going to save positions again, and we'll get ready to keep going. I may want to use Nickme instead of Alex, so that we can have more mobile repairs. That might actually be a good idea. I'll put Alex over here for now. We'll move Nickme into weapons. And we'll train up some more skills, because that way we'll be able to be a little bit more reactive to the situation. We'll see what happens, though. We may wind up getting rid of Nickme if we get other crew that we fill out all of our slots with. We'll see. We're going to buy some more power. Although it's nice to have access to the backup battery, I like having secure, guaranteed power for these important systems. So we're just going to play it safe. Well, we have what looks like probably only 2 jumps left. Because, I mean, if we jump and they advance from about here to about there, the next jump's going to take them to about there, and then they're going to overrun us next turn. So I imagine it's good for us to only take 1 more. So let's jump over here. Hopefully we get lucky and find the Zoltan Homeworlds event. Do we? Nope. We catch a glimpse of a strange signal coming from a space station before our sensors shut off unexpectedly. As we discover that our sensors are being jammed, we hear hostiles beaming on board our ship. Until we are able to jump away from the hostile space station, our sensors will be disabled. Well, that's not going to be too much of a problem, because, I mean, we can see them. Because we have slugs. So I'm not too worried. We're just going to suffocate these guys nice and quick. There we go. And they're not going to be able to do a whole lot to us. They will be able to get around our ship pretty fast, so I may want to do something about them, but I'm not worried at the moment. They're going to keep suffocating, which is the fun part. So once these guys break through, they'll discover, to their dismay, that they've broken into a room that already has no air in it. We'll do a similar deal here. And they're all dead already. Perfect. O2, back on full. Close all exposed doors to space, and we should be basically back to full air again already. Send our crew back to positions, and we will move on as though nothing happened. So, next jump it is, over to the exit. Hopefully we get super lucky and this is the Zoltan Homeworlds event, but I wouldn't press my luck here. We've arrived at the long-range beacon, and we find this ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails us and offers us laborers for cheap. Well, we could try and board them, murder them that way. We could teleport them and try and grab the crew like that. We could buy a mantis from them. That would be actually kind of convenient, because otherwise there's no way of guaranteeing which class we get unless it does the you get 1 of 3 choices. I think we're just going to fight them, though. You get much more rewards that way if we can win. Let's attack the slaver scum and see what happens. Alright. Artemis Missile, Chain Laser, Burst Laser Mark II. Mostly NG. I'm not too worried about these guys as it happens, so we're going to pump some extra power into the teleporter, and why not the O2? Why not? And we're going to send a boarding party over there. We're going to be sending 2 crew across, not our best possible squad, but certainly a decent one. We are going to be teleporting them into the shields, I think. Why not? And first shot we're going to take is going to be aimed directly at that weapon system, then we're going to have to go for the clone bay shortly after that. And, while we have the chance... we don't have the chance here yet, that's fine. Missile missed us, though, which is a great start to this battle. We're going to easily be able to kill these guys. They should not stand that much of a chance here, and then we'll get another salvo fired away. Yeah, there goes the clone bay. They got a shot in on our shields, unfortunately, but we had 2 spare bars of power there anyway, so I'm not too worried. And they are trying to do some repairs here on this breach, it looks like. No, they're just coming directly for us, which I like even more. Alright, there's going to be another missile our way. We may get hit by this if we're unlucky, but hopefully we get the dodge we need here. Just in case things go wrong, we're going to fire over here again. They knocked out our O2, which is kind of annoying. Alright, we're going to send our NG over to go fix that. Alex, over here, fix the O2, please. This is a dead NG. That's their ship cleared, and we win. We scan the ship and detect no life signs. Oh well. It appears the slaves died in the fight. We strip the ship and prepare to jump, getting a fuel, a drone part, and 53 scrap. It is kind of lame that we didn't get our Mantis there, but overall I'm sure we'll survive. Get our crew back to positions. We do need to fix up the shields as well, so I should do that quickly before we leave. There we go. Do all the repairs. Of course, we probably should have had this shield active anyway, but it doesn't really matter. We'll be fine. The shield damage from the rocket wasn't so bad. Alright, 114 scrap on hand. Let's get out of here before things get worse. Off to a pirate-controlled sector it is. And then we'll get to see eventually what our selection is for the final area. This somewhat isolated region was thrown into chaos at the start of the rebellion. Even in peacetime, it was always beset by pirates, but now it houses the center of operations for countless pirate fleets. We can skip through all the secret data we have about the flagship again. There we go. I do like how the jump drive was slowly filling up as we ticked through all those menus. So, let us go here. We have just beacon off in the corner. I'm actually going to skip this one, because it's going to require us to jump back and waste time. So we're going to jump over this way and hopefully find some good stuff over here instead. Well, we jump straight into an asteroid belt. Lovely. We arrive at an asteroid belt to discover that a rebel automated scout has been stationed here. Prepare for a fight. Okie doke. Okay, they got a lot of lasers in there, don't they? They got a burst laser Mark 1, a basic laser, and a combat drone, as well as a beam drone and some mystery bomb. I don't like the sound of that. We can't really board them, we're going to have to blast them down, but they have 4 levels of shield, so it might be tricky. Hopefully we get lucky with asteroids, keeping them mostly disabled, so we get a chance to knock out some of that weaponry, maybe some of those shields as well. Let's start firing, though. Hey, I like that kind of luck. That's good. They're down 1 weapon and they're breached, so they'll never be able to fix that. That is excellent. Not quite so lucky that time, unfortunately. Looks like they have an ion bomb. I'm not quite sure I saw what that was, but I don't like the look of it either way. Hopefully we get some more asteroids coming in here to keep those shields weakened. There we go. No weapons for you. They are now harmless. That's what we like to see. This heavy laser has been doing some serious work for us this playthrough. Normally, not one of my normal go-to weapons, but it has been doing a lot of work for us. Of course, I missed that shot, but you know what? It's probably because I was just complimenting it. All this fame and glory is going to its head. Straight to its warhead. And we missed again. Well, so much for that. But overall, it has been doing some good stuff for us by actually getting good hits in on a lot of our enemies. If I could hit more of these, though, I'd be very happy. The misses are not great right now. Alright, let's try again. There we go. Got a couple hits in that time. I should probably go for the helm just so they can't dodge so much. But now that they're down to only 2 shields, it's a lot more reasonable for us to actually hit them if we can get through, which is what I was hoping for. We have more chances. And there we go. Now the helm's on fire, which doesn't matter because they've got no air in the ship anyway. Oh, I forgot the charge laser was incorrectly timed there. That was silly. And I think both of their drones just got hit by asteroids, or something crazy just happened. I didn't see it, but all the drones were already gone. I don't know what happened there. I'm going to watch that one back. Ship explodes even behind a substantial collection of useful scrap material, giving us 2 fuel, 2 missiles, and 49 scrap. Very nice. There is a good amount of space left to explore. I kind of want to go over on this side, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that jump, so I'm probably just going to go over this way and explore all the way over here. So, let's go see what we can do. We arrived at a small fleet of NG ships target us with a message. Piracy results in negative societal impact. Not permitted. We assure them of our honest intentions and they allow us to pass. Thanks, NG. Alright, what's over here then? What do we have here? A small pirate ship messages us. That sure is a shiny ship you got there. We fire a warning shot across their bow and they respond. Hey, no need for violence. It was just a comment. Well, we tried. Alright, let's keep looking around and see what else we can do around here. Hopefully there's something else. Upon completing our jump, we receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Nah, no thanks. Reject that offer. Too bad. You'll regret this decision. Will we? I'm not convinced. Double flak is kind of evil, Lido missiles are annoying, but I'll see about we'll regret our decision. There goes our doors. That's really irritating. We'll have to wait till the hack is down, then we'll be able to run over into the teleporter, hopefully. There we go. Unfortunately, these two are going to have to fight their way out through the hacked doors in order to board these guys, but we'll deal. Fire lasers. Oh, at least they missed us with the rocket, but oh, that's a lot of flak. Thankfully, it didn't hit us either, which is nice. These guys have not a lot of medical situation, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to fire on him here. And it's not going to get through, is it? We knocked out one of their weapons, which is nice. I was hoping we'd be able to anti-bio beam them, but unfortunately, it just did not quite work out that way. I want us to dodge those Lido missiles, though. That would be real nice. Alright, there's another dodge. Fantastic. Alright, now it's down. We're going to anti-bio beam right through these two, and there's another one dead. Fantastic. We're going to quickly board them now and murder the Mantis, and we should be home free here. We might take another Lido to the face. I think we're good, though. With the crew dead, we take 5 fuel out of storage and gather 60 scrap, which is awesome. Yep, we dodged a bullet there, did not take another Lido missile. We were just fast enough. Alright, crew, back to your stations with 233 scrap on hand. We have a good number of selections if we find, what do you know, a store. Alright, let's jump forwards and we can go check out one of these 2 stores. Once we arrive, our screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools and they've tried to shut down our engines. Our crew managed to keep them barely operational and we move into attack. Alright, their lasers are somewhat threatening. Their shields are absolutely not threatening, though. So we should be able to take these guys down before they're too dangerous. And they just boarded us, so we get the opportunity now to run over and stomp them, and then if we feel like it, we can go board them anyway and instantly be healed. So, let's see if we can kill these guys without losing our own crew, and then we'll knock out their weapons so they don't get a chance to fire them at us, which sounds just fine to me. Well, we didn't quite get the one I wanted, but hopefully our force shields will be enough to protect us anyway. We only have 15% evasion, but I'm hoping that'll be good enough. Alright guys, you're gonna head over here. We need to knock out this med bay right now, otherwise this is gonna be irritating. So, let's fire on the med bay. That's not the med bay, that's weapons again. Well, we set the weapons on fire, which is better than nothing, but those guys are going to be fully healed before we can do anything else about it. They did damage our clone base. Let's quickly repair that a little bit, just to make sure we're not at risk of actually dying, even though we do have the backup DNA bank, so really it's not a major concern. We're going to keep firing at these guys, though, make sure they can't get those weapons back online if we can help it. We'll go for the medbay next, and we'll try and do a boarding strategy. Then, most likely, we did just murder some of their crew, though, so I'm not too worried. They sent the Mantis back in, though, which is not great. I may wind up trying to suffocate these guys again. Let's get you over into the shields for now. We'll open up these doors, turn off the O2, and get ready to try a boarding strategy on these guys. If they do destroy some of our systems, it'll be unfortunate, but there's not a lot we can do about it. The air is being vented slowly because of the fact that these systems are... Rather, there's a lot of open doors here, not a lot of places the air is being vented from. But there's not a lot we can do about that at the moment either. Vivimord, you've done your repairs wonderfully. Let's fire on their medbay. There we go. It's on fire. Fantastic. We're going to board them, just for the fun of it. Hello, people. How do you like being dealt with as such? Alright, so they're going to be trying to break in here. We're going to power up our doors to make it harder for these guys to get out of the deoxygenated zone. We're going to start suffocating them from the other side over here. We've murdered all the crew on board the ship. They've teleported back to try and deal with us, though. And more importantly, they're trying to put out fires. I'm entirely okay with that. Alright, let's turn the O2 back up. If they put the fire out, fine. We'll go in and deal with them then. If they don't put the fire out, I'm fine with that too. Let's not stand in the fire ourselves, though. Alright, this should be 2 easy kills for us here. Very nice. With the pirate ship disabled, our engines come back online, and we salvage what we can from their ship, getting 4 fuel and 47 more scrap. Excellent. Let's get out of there, boys. Nicely done. Alright, crew, back to your stations. Excellent. So, not our normal strategy, but it certainly worked. We have 284 scrap to spend at the store now, which sounds awesome. We could go across there, but I guess we're not going to at the moment. Let's go check out a store, maybe get some repairs, because we are a little bit on the weak side right now. We receive a wideband automated message.
Welcome to our humble trade depot and shipyard. All are welcome, but try any funny business and our 152 automated turret satellites will tear your ship to shreds.
Alrighty, well... We could buy a cloak here. That's almost a certain buy. I really like cloaks. No Mantis for sale. We could buy a drone control instead, and we could buy a hull repair drone to go with it, which would be awesome. Getting free repairs in exchange for drone parts is real good, but I quite like cloaking, so we're going to buy a cloak. We could also buy a drone control, but I don't think we could also buy a drone control and buy the hull repair drone. Do we have anything else we could sell? Not really. Not really. So, we'll buy the cloak to keep ourselves alive, we'll buy a bunch of repairs to make sure we don't get killed en route, Don't need to buy any fuel, because we've got plenty of that now. I don't think we're going to bother with the drone control with the current setup. We could buy another crew, but I'm not too worried about that. We'll get some more as we go, and none of these guys are really great for boarding anyway, which is our primary mode of combat, augmented by the biobeam right now. I think we're just going to take what we've got and move on. Alright, well that was a nice heal up. We could go to the next store, but I kind of got things I wanted anyway, so I'm not too worried about going to another store immediately. On the other hand, we could jump around over here for a little bit. I think the best course of action might be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps. Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, so if we go into the nebula, it should give us an extra one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that'll work. Let's jump over here and we'll take a look and see what we're at.
An especially well-armed pirate ship approaches us.
Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unharmed.
No. No, I don't think so. You want to come board us? Okay. Hello. You've boarded us in the doors room, which is a little bit inconvenient. I was planning on suffocating the heck out of you, but that's going to make this a little bit more difficult. I could just let you murder some of my crew while they fight you to the death, but I'm not super keen on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our boarding party guys fight you first. Alright, and then, while we're doing that, we'll prepare to suffocate you. You have a lot of lasers I don't like the look of, so let's fire on those weapons. And we are going to just simply move out of the doors room now, where you guys will begin to suffocate and decide to try and leave. Unfortunately for you, it's not that easy to get out when you're by yourself trying to fight through our upgraded doors. So we shouldn't be in too much trouble here. You can't pierce our shields anymore. So what we're going to do now is we're going to break your medical systems. So you've got literally nowhere to go for help. And what we're also going to do is we're going to melt your other mantis with our biobeam. Unfortunately, turns out we missed all of our shots at your medbay, so you may wind up living through this ordeal for now, Mantis. But don't get too cocky, because we're still going to be coming for you soon. We have our cloak up as well, which I shouldn't forget about, because that's going to be another good way for us to control our foes. Turbocharge the O2 for a second there, and we'll get ready to board these guys. If we can hit them in the medbay with this salvo, we should be laughing. There we go, we're laughing now. A very quiet laugh, as it turns out. Their human's gonna go in and try and deal with the fires while we murder the mantis on the upper deck. And as he fights the fire there, nice try, Lang, we are going to slowly destroy their weapon systems, piece by piece. Nick Me is max the weapon skills, so there's no need for us to spam at them while we're here. We are gradually destroying the entire system as well, which is awesome. Is this giving us any experience for Vivimord? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Don't think so. That's fine. Oh, I have to fight through the upgraded doors. That means he gets to fix the medbay. Okay, kill him. This is how he wants to do it. We're gonna kill him with lasers. Goodbye there, sir.
It appears the slaves did not survive the fighting. We find their burnt bodies in the hold. But before we strip the ship, we hear faint noises in the walls. We break off a latch and a slave falls out of a hidden compartment, coughing. Once recomposed, the slave offers to join our crew, getting us 1 missile, 1 drone part, 60 scrap, and Fen, the weapons-trained Zoltan. Excellent. Welcome aboard, Fen. Welcome aboard. You're going to join our slugman in the shields. But I think what I'm going to do, temporarily, is actually have you be the one manning the system, so you can get some experience. If the enemies are actually dangerous, we'll switch Vivimord to the actual seat, but otherwise, you can get free training. So, let's keep jumping. We got a good amount of space left to explore. Let's see what else we can find in this sector. Hopefully we get another mantis. We inform a nearby station of our flight from the rebels. They offer to outfit our ship with a weapon and wish us well, giving us 30 scrap and an ion charger. That's an interesting weapon. Probably not one we're going to want to use right now, but I can never say no to free things like that. What do we find here? Looks like nothing. We cycle through wideband comm channels as soon as we arrive and find nothing but static. Well, let's check this one and see if we can get to the exit. We know the exit has nothing in it because it's in a nebula, and they never do. As we jump into the system, a pirate advances on our position. They're refusing all hails. We have to prepare for a fight. Alright, well, at least... Really? You're sending 2 humans as your first boarding party? That's an unusual decision. Alright, well, I'll kill you. We'll send our crew over here to fight you. And we should be able to beat you in a one-on-one fight, or two-on-two fight, I guess, in this case. Let's knock out some of those weapons so you don't get a chance to actually fire them at us. Thank you very much. There we go. And while we're at it, let's just melt your mantises. I hope you didn't want to have a crew, because you don't have much of one left anymore. Alright, they're still fighting us in the teleporter, and they're doing a pretty decent job of it, too. But we're going to activate our cloak here, just to make sure they can't hit us with any of those nasty shots. I may fire upon their weapons again, just to make sure we can kill them. But you know what? I think I'm going to do it like this. We're going to go shot, shot, heavy laser. Good, he's dead. And we're going to anti-bio beam right through here. Oh, just missed the mantis. Well, you know what? That's fine. We'll finish him off in person. Jump in there with our instant heal from our reconstructive teleporter and murder the final mantis. No more life signs remaining on the ship, so we strip it of useful materials, getting a missile drone part and 49 scrap. That's what you get for fighting us, you fools. Alright, back to your stations, gentlemen. Actually, that's incorrect. You are the Shield Zoltan in command right now, so I'll save your stations like this. 250 scrap on hand. That's pretty nice for going to the next sector. This long-range beacon is almost hidden within a nebula. When the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. Alright, well, let's get out of here. Where are we going? Zoltan controlled or Rebel stronghold? Well, Rebel stronghold it is. That sounds much more exciting.
This sector was hit hard by the rebellion. The many alien settlements and stations located here are now watched over by an almost equal number of rebel bases, heavy-handedly keeping the peace.
And we can skip through our secret data again. So,
thank you for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing some more FTL Advanced Edition here for you. Now, couple quick things to remember. If you check out www.twitch.tv/Vanguard of Valor, you'll be able to get your FTL fix every Monday at 3 p.m. EST, when I've been playing FTL for the last couple days. This is obviously not something that may be going on necessarily forever, but it is going on for now. So if you're watching this video and you check the date and it was, 12 months ago, it may not be happening anymore. But for the time being, close to the release of the videos, it is. We also stream other random games on Wednesdays and Fridays at 3 p.m. EST, and if you can't make those times, don't forget that videos on Twitch do get archived for some time, so you can still go and watch those videos if you're interested. So, if you want to check out the mods, there's links in the description below. If you want to check out the streams, there is a link in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, bye-bye.
engines, because I wasn't quick enough in getting somebody in there to stop them. But we should be fine still overall. The odds of them doing a lot of damage here before we can take them down is low, especially if we get lucky dodges like that again. However, if we miss all of our shots like we just did, then we're going to be in trouble. Thankfully, we got enough through to be able to hit them at least a little bit. And there's some more damage, but we'll live. We'll live. Alright, prepare more shots. We gotta take those missile launchers down. All we've been hitting with is the heavy laser, so I'm glad we've got so many shots, otherwise this would not be a very successful endeavor. And we'll try one more time. This time we're going to aim over the shields. All they've got left is the ion bomb. Fired those in the wrong order, unfortunately, so only one of the normal lasers hit this time. You need to stop mind controlling us, but I need to be able to get your defenses down so I can actually hurt you. Fire, fire, and fire. Really? Really? 3 out of 5 shots missed? I suppose they probably do have close to 40% evasion or higher.
My shop.
Zoltan shield bypass, backup DNA bank, explosive replicator, all interesting things. Drone control, backup battery and hacking, interesting as well. Hull beam, charge ion, and Pegasus missiles, all interesting things as well. We've got a good amount of money to spend if we want to buy some fancy pants items. I might go for a drone control just to get us the ability to protect ourselves from missiles, because as it stands, we don't really have that. I'm going to sell the small bomb for sure. I could still sell the FTL recharge booster as well if I want to buy one of these items. A Zoltan shield bypass could be nice for teleporting past them. Backup DNA bank might also be a good idea. So I think we're going to sell the FTL recharge booster and we'll grab the backup DNA bank, just to make sure that even if things go horribly wrong, we don't lose our crew as a result of using the clone bay instead of a med bay.
So just to be on the safe side, we'll grab one of those suckers. Now, as far as anything else goes, I'm thinking that drone control is likely to be more useful to us than hacking, but it's hard to say for sure.
Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of FTL's Advanced Edition, where we have been playing through the game with the VSS Irregularity, a slug cruiser Type A, in fact, as a result of Ranel's randomized player ship mods, the Ranstrel? And it is pretty interesting. We have gotten ourselves about halfway across the galaxy so far, and our ship is pretty darn powerful now. We found some pretty fun things to bolster our strengths and make ourselves a lot more dangerous on the field of battle. And we have now made ourselves to a Zoltan homeworld. However, when we do make it to the end, things are going to be even nastier there, because we've acquired another mod, again by Ranel, which is a mod which randomizes the enemy flagship, and I have no idea what that's going to involve, but it's going to be exciting when we get there, I'm sure. So, let us get moving. We're in the enemy homeworlds now, Zoltan homeworlds to be precise. There's a store right beside us, which we may want to go to for the potential of buying fancy pants weapons and gear, but I'm not sure if we want to go straight there, so we might check out these two nebula beacons, then hop over here and work our way through here to get the most potential benefit out of the sector. Of course, this does mean that all of these jumps are unlikely to be a Homeworlds event, because they're in nebulae, but we're going to do them anyway. And turns out there's nothing at the first beacon. Cool. Is there anything at the second beacon? Why, yes there is. We jump into a calmer part of the nebula, however a relief fades as a rebel scout jumps to the beacon and moves into attack. Alright, so that's a lot of madness, and they've mind-controlled us. So, Ares is going to start trying to trash our engines. Not too worried about that, but losing the dodge chance on those missiles is going to be annoying. We've got our weapons just about powered up here, though, so let's try and knock out that weapon system. There's a hit, at least. We took a hit in the shields, which isn't great. We're about to lose a level of... Oh, my goodness, our evasion is atrocious. Alright, so they're trying to murder our combat mantises now, which isn't great. I'd love if we could just hit them, you know? That'd be real nice. Nope, never mind. Alright, Atreyu, get in there and stop him from breaking our system, please. Thank you. Alright, can we actually damage these guys at all? There we go. Finally, the auto surveyor is taken down. Ship explodes, even behind 3 fuel, 1 missile, and 47 scrap. That ship did way more damage than it had any right to. With 176 scrap, we have a bunch of options on what we spend money on. We're about to be going to a store, so I shouldn't waste any first. Let's check the store out and see what they're going to offer us. Upon arrival, a human ship hails.
My friends, please, there is nothing I don't have, and there is nothing worth wanting that I can't get. Why not take a look around?